Alright, chosen ones, listen carefully because what we're about to talk about here is huge. The full moon, this isn't just some cosmic event where the moon is at its brightest. No. The full moon is like a spiritual amplifier. It magnifies everything, your thoughts, your emotions, your energy. And if you're not prepared, it can throw your vibration off balance. But if you know how to protect your energy during this time, it can become one of the most powerful moments for your spiritual growth. Now, let's break this down. You know how the moon controls the tides, right? Well, just like it pulls on the water in the oceans, it also pulls on the water within you. And guess what? Your body is over 60% water. So when the full moon comes around, it's not just affecting the world outside of you, it's influencing what's happening inside you too. Your emotions can rise and fall. Your thoughts can spiral out of control. And if you're not careful, your vibration can drop. But if you're aware of what's happening and you take the right steps, the full moon can actually elevate your vibration to levels you've never experienced before. So what's the first thing you need to do? It's simple, but it's something most people overlook: awareness. The full moon doesn't just sneak up on you. It's part of a cycle. If you're paying attention, you can feel the energy building days before the moon is fully illuminated. You might start feeling more emotional, more sensitive. You might notice things bothering you that wouldn't normally get under your skin. This is the moon's energy pulling on your emotional body. So the first step in protecting your vibration is to become aware of these shifts. When you feel that emotional tug, don't fight it, but don't let it take control either. Can you observe your emotions without becoming them? That's the key question you need to ask yourself.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Now, once you've got that awareness, the next step is grounding. This is absolutely crucial. The full moon's energy is intense, and if you're not grounded, it can make you feel like you're drifting, unanchored. You might find yourself getting lost in your thoughts, getting caught up in emotions that aren't even yours to begin with. Grounding is like spiritual armor. It keeps you connected to the earth, to your center, no matter how intense the energy around you gets. But how do you ground yourself? One of the most powerful ways is through nature. Get outside. Stand barefoot on the ground. Feel the earth beneath your feet. If you can, do this under the light of the full moon itself. Let the moon's energy flow through you, but stay rooted in the earth. It's like you're creating a channel, allowing the energy to pass through you without overwhelming you. And here's a deep question for you. When was the last time you truly connected with the earth? Because in this fast-paced world, most of us are disconnected from the very thing that sustains us. During the full moon, this connection is more important than ever. But grounding isn't just physical. You also need to ground your mind. During the full moon, your thoughts can become like waves rising and crashing uncontrollably if you don't take control. Meditation is your tool here. Take time to sit in stillness, even if it's just for a few minutes. Focus on your breath. Let your thoughts come and go like clouds passing through the sky. And here's something most people don't realize. The full moon is one of the best times to meditate because the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinner. You can access deeper levels of consciousness more easily, but only if you're calm and centered. Okay, we've talked about awareness and grounding, but there's another layer to this: protection. During the full moon, not only is your energy amplified, but so is the energy around you. If you're not careful, you can absorb vibrations from other people, from your environment, and even from unseen spiritual forces. This is where energetic protection comes in. You need to create a shield around your aura, a boundary that keeps out anything that doesn't belong to you. One of the simplest ways to do this is through visualization. Close your eyes and imagine a sphere of light surrounding you. Maybe it's white, maybe it's gold, whatever feels most protective to you. This light is a barrier. It allows only positive, high vibrational energy to enter, and it blocks anything that would lower your vibration. Every time you feel like the energy around you is too intense, reinforce this shield. And here's a question for you. How often do you protect your energy? Because if you're not doing this regularly, especially during the full moon, you're leaving yourself open to influences that can drain you. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Once you're grounded and protected, the full moon becomes a gateway. It's not just about protecting your vibration, it's about using the amplified energy to elevate it. I think of the full moon as a cosmic spotlight, shining on the parts of yourself that need healing, growth, and transformation. This is the time to let go of what's no longer serving you. Take a moment to reflect. What are you holding onto that's weighing you down? The full moon energy is powerful enough to help you release it. But releasing isn't passive. You have to be intentional. Write down what you want to let go of, whether it's old patterns, limiting beliefs, or emotional baggage. Then, under the light of the full moon, burn that paper. As the smoke rises, visualize those old energies leaving your body, leaving your mind, and dissolving into the universe. You're not just letting go, you're making space for something new. When you do this, when you align with the full moon's energy in a conscious and intentional way, you're not just protecting your vibration, you're raising it. You're stepping into a higher frequency, one where you can manifest your desires more easily, connect with your intuition more deeply, and move through life with greater clarity and purpose. But this only happens if you're willing to do the work. All right, now that we've covered how to protect your vibration during the full moon, let's move to the next level, harnessing the powerful lunar energy for deep spiritual growth. We're not just talking about surviving the full moon's intensity. We're talking about using it to transform, to evolve, and to step into a higher version of yourself. The full moon is a cosmic opportunity, a spiritual gateway that opens once every month, giving you the chance to amplify your intentions and accelerate your growth, but only if you know how to work with it. Let's get into it. When the full moon is shining its light on the earth, it's also shining light on you. It illuminates everything: your strengths, your weaknesses, the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding. This can feel overwhelming, which is why so many people experience heightened emotions or inner turmoil during this time. But for the chosen ones, for those who are aware, this illumination is a gift. It reveals what needs to be healed, what needs to be transformed. The question is, are you willing to look at what the full moon is showing you? The first step in harnessing this energy is self-reflection. During the full moon, take time to sit with yourself, to go inward. This isn't just about meditating or grounding. It's about asking the deep, uncomfortable questions. What patterns in your life keep repeating? What emotions are you avoiding? What fears are holding you back? The full moon will bring these things to the surface, but you have to be willing to face them. This is where real growth begins, by acknowledging the shadows that the moon is illuminating and understanding that they are part of your journey. Now, once you've done this deep self-reflection, it's time to set your intentions. The full moon is a time of culmination, of completion, but it's also a time to manifest. The energy is so potent, so amplified, that your thoughts and intentions carry extra weight. Whatever you focus on during this time will grow. So ask yourself, what do you want to manifest in your life? But here's the catch: it's not just about what you want. It's about what's aligned with your highest self, your highest purpose. This is where a lot of people get confused. They think manifestation is about getting what they want: more money, better relationships, success. And while those things can certainly be part of it, True manifestation is about aligning with the energy of the universe. It's about tuning into the frequency of your soul's purpose and allowing the universe to bring you what's meant for you. So, during the full moon, don't just set shallow, surface-level intentions. Go deeper. What does your soul truly desire? What would bring you real fulfillment? Can you let go of the ego's desires and trust that the universe knows what's best for you? Once you've set these intentions, it's time to release. And this is where the full moon's energy becomes incredibly powerful. The full moon is a time of letting go, of clearing space for the new. What are you holding on to that is blocking your growth? What beliefs, habits, or relationships are weighing you down? If you're serious about harnessing the full moon's energy, you need to release these things. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through a full moon ritual. It doesn't have to be complicated. Find a quiet space where you can be alone. Write down everything you're ready to let go of. Maybe it's a limiting belief like, I'm not good enough. Maybe it's an old wound that you've been carrying for years. Whatever it is, write it down. Then, under the light of the full moon, burn that paper. As the smoke rises, visualize those old energies, those old beliefs, leaving your body, leaving your mind, dissolving into the universe. Feel the weight lifting off you. Can you feel the freedom that comes with letting go? After you've released, take a moment to fill that space with new energy. What do you want to replace those old patterns with? Maybe it's confidence, self-love, or clarity. Visualize that energy filling the space that was once occupied by what you've let go of. This is the key to harnessing the full moon's power. It's not just about releasing. It's about replacing what you've released with something higher, something aligned with your true self. And here's something most people overlook: gratitude. After you've completed your ritual, take a moment to express gratitude not just for what you've released, but for what's coming. Gratitude is one of the most powerful frequencies in the universe. When you express gratitude for something before it's even manifested, you're telling the universe that you trust it. You're aligning yourself with the energy of abundance, of flow. So after your ritual, speak your gratitude out loud. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for the growth. Thank you for the abundance that's on its way. And then let it go. Trust that the universe has heard you and that everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. All right, we've talked about setting intentions and harnessing the full moon's energy. But now we're diving into one of the most important aspects of spiritual growth, the art of letting go. If you truly want to raise your vibration during the full moon, you have to master this. Letting go isn't just about clearing space, it's about liberating yourself from the things that are holding you back on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Let's get one thing straight. Letting go isn't easy. We hold on to things, beliefs, fears, relationships, because they've become part of our identity. Even if they're painful or limiting, they're familiar. And humans find comfort in familiarity. But here's the question you need to ask yourself: is holding on to this thing, this belief, this fear, this old story worth sacrificing your growth? During the full moon, the universe is giving you a golden opportunity to release what no longer serves you. The moon's energy is strong enough to help you break free from the chains that have been holding you down, but you have to be willing to let go. This is where a lot of people get stuck. They want to grow. They want to raise their vibration, but they're not willing to release the things that are keeping them in lower frequencies. So, let me ask you, what are you still holding on to that's keeping you from stepping into your highest self? Let's talk about this in practical terms. Whenever you hold on to something that's not aligned with your true self, you're carrying energetic weight. Imagine trying to climb a mountain with a heavy backpack full of rocks. Each of those rocks represents something you're clinging to. Maybe it's a past hurt. a limiting belief, or a toxic relationship. You can't reach the summit, your highest potential, if you're weighed down by all of that. Can you imagine how much lighter, how much freer you'd feel if you set that backpack down? But here's where the full moon comes in. The moon's energy is a natural cleanser. It's like a spiritual detox for your soul. When you release during the full moon, you're not just letting go, you're cleansing your entire energetic field. And this isn't just about removing negative energy. It's about creating space for high vibrational energy to flow into your life. You can't attract abundance, love, or peace if your energy is clogged with old patterns and stuck emotions. The full moon helps you clear that space, but you have to do your part. You have to be intentional about what you're releasing. And here's something important. Letting go is an act of trust. When you release something, you're telling the universe, I trust that something better is coming. You're making room for the unknown, for possibilities you can't even imagine yet. But most of us are afraid of the unknown. We cling to what we know because it feels safe, even if it's not serving us. So, here's a deep question for you. Are you willing to trust the universe enough to let go of what's no longer aligned with your highest good? Now, how do we actually practice letting go? The full moon ritual we talked about earlier is a powerful tool. But it's not just about burning a piece of paper and calling it a day. You have to feel the release on a deep, emotional level. When you write down what you're letting go of, don't just think about it, feel it. Feel the weight of that belief or emotion in your body. Feel where it's been holding you back. And as you burn that paper, visualize that weight lifting off of you. See it leaving your energy field. This is a powerful act of releasing, not just mentally, but energetically. But here's the thing. Letting go is not a one-time event. It's a practice. Some things will require you to release them over and over again. And that's okay. Each time you let go, a little more of the old energy dissolves, and your vibration rises a little higher. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion. With each layer you shed, you get closer to the core of your true self, the version of you that is aligned with the highest frequencies of love, abundance, and peace. And as your vibration rises, you'll notice something incredible. The things you once struggled to let go of will no longer have a hold on you. Suddenly, that old fear or resentment will feel like it belongs to a different version of you, because it does. You'll have evolved beyond it. The full moon is your ally in this process. It's like a cosmic reset button, offering you the chance to release what's no longer aligned with your new, higher vibration. But this process requires courage. It requires you to face the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding. It requires you to trust that when you let go of the old, something infinitely better is waiting for you on the other side. So ask yourself, what's one thing I'm going to let go of during this full moon? And then commit to it. Make the decision that you're no longer going to carry that weight. You're no longer going to let it hold you back from stepping into your highest potential. Because here's the truth, when you master the art of letting go, you tap into a higher level of spiritual power. You become a co-creator with the universe, a magnet for all the things that are meant for you. And it all starts with making the choice to release. So, chosen ones, you've done the work. You've learned to protect your vibration, harness the full moon's energy, and let go of what's been holding you back. Now, let's step into the most powerful part of this transformation, becoming magnetic. When you raise your vibration, when you release what no longer serves you, you naturally start to attract the things, people, and experiences that are aligned with your highest path. This isn't magic. It's the law of resonance, like attracts like. Let's talk about what it means to raise your vibration. Your vibration is essentially the frequency of your energy. When you're vibrating at a high frequency, you're in alignment with the energy of love, abundance, peace, and creativity. When you're vibrating at a lower frequency, you're stuck in fear, doubt, anger, and scarcity. The full moon gives you the opportunity to shed those lower frequencies, to cleanse your energy field, and to step into a higher vibration. And once you do, something incredible happens. You start to magnetize everything that resonates with that higher energy. But here's where it gets deep. Raising your vibration isn't just about feeling good or attracting positive things. It's about alignment. When you're vibrating at a higher frequency, you're aligned with your soul's true purpose. You're aligned with the path that the universe intended for you. And when you're in that state of alignment, everything flows. Opportunities come to you effortlessly. The right people show up at the right time. You have clarity on what actions to take and what decisions to make. It's like the universe is guiding you every step of the way. But this only happens when you're vibrating at a level that matches your highest path. So, how do you make sure you stay in that higher vibration? It goes back to everything we've talked about. You protect your energy. You stay grounded. You practice self-reflection. You let go of what's not serving you. And most importantly, you stay aware of your vibration at all times. Every thought you think, every action you take either raises or lowers your vibration. So ask yourself, what am I choosing right now? Am I choosing the higher path, or am I slipping back into old patterns? One of the most powerful ways to stay in that higher vibration is through gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can embody. When you're grateful, you're telling the universe, I trust you. I know that everything is working out for my highest good. And when you're in that state of trust, you become magnetic to even more blessings. It's like a feedback loop. The more grateful you are, the more you attract things to be grateful for. But here's the key, you can't just think gratitude. You have to feel it. So take a moment right now to reflect, what am I truly grateful for? Sit with that feeling. Let it fill you up. This is how you raise your vibration, not just during the full moon, but every day. As you continue on this path, you'll notice that the things you used to chase will start coming to you. It's not about forcing or controlling outcomes anymore. It's about becoming the kind of person, becoming the kind of energy that effortlessly attracts what's meant for you. This is the power of raising your vibration. This is the power of alignment. And this is how you become magnetic to your highest path. So the final question I leave you with is this. Are you ready to step fully into your power and become the magnet for the life you've always known you were meant to live? Because once you raise your vibration, the universe will rise to meet you, aligning you with everything that's been waiting for you all along.